The Orlando Magic might just be the NBA's next breakout team. A young core led by Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, two-way dogs on defense, and now some serious offensive firepower with Desmond, Bane, and Tyus Jones. But here's the real question. Are they ready to win now, or are we getting ahead of ourselves? Let's talk about it. Welcome to a new series, Teams on the Rise, where we break down NBA squads ready to take the next step up the NBA ladder to the elite level. And first up, we're discussing the Orlando Magic. Now last year, Orlando finished 500 with a record of 41 wins and 41 losses, fought through injuries, and still managed to make the playoffs. Now that's very resilient of them. But now the vibes are shifting. This team just isn't developing anymore. They're trying to win. You know, win the conference, get to the finals, win the chip, that kind of winning. So the shift of expectations are now upon us for the Magic. They're entering the 2025-2026 season expecting over 50 wins and a top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. Now that's a serious statement for a team that spent the last few years finding its identity. Banchero has emerged as that dude, a legit all-NBA caliber player, while Franz Wagner keeps elevating his all-around game. Now add in Desmond Bane's elite shooting and Tyus Jones' stability, and suddenly the Magic have one of the more balanced starting fives in the NBA. Their projected lineup going into this season, they have point guard Suggs, shooting guard with Bane, Franz Wagner at small forward, Banchero playing the power forward spot, and Wendell Carter Jr. rounding out the starting lineup. That's defense, shooting, playmaking, a well-built group that fits their identity perfectly. So what's changed? Well, Orlando's biggest flaw last season was offense. They ranked 29th in offensive rating. That's where Desmond Bane comes in. He's not just a shooter, he's a floor raiser. His efficiency, spacing, and experience from Memphis give Orlando a much-needed boost. And Tyus Jones, one of the most steady hands in the league. High basketball IQ, low turnovers. Oh, he's bringing veteran composure to a young locker room. So what are some concerns you might have? Well, let's be real. This team still lacks deep playoff experience. Making the playoffs is one thing. Winning in the playoffs is entirely different. They haven't faced the same kind of postseason adversity that teams like the Celtics or the Bucks have faced. And when it comes to roster flexibility, that big trade for Bane cost them 4 first-round picks. So they're basically locked in with this core for the next few years. They have no safety net. So what would be the keys to success if Orlando is to take that leap from a perennial playoff team to a legitimate contender? Well, to make the leap, Orlando needs 3 things to click. First up, they need Banchero to continue rising up the ceiling. You know, the ladder of the league. If he takes that next step, top 10 player level, oh, that changes everything. Indeed. Of course, another key to their success is going to be how they can integrate Desmond Bane. If he and Wagner can both thrive offensively without stepping on each other's toes, oh, this offense will be transformed for sure. And of course, the main thing being the main thing, maintaining defensive identity. The Magic are an elite defensive team. That's their anchor. They can't lose that edge chasing after offense. They must maintain their identity as a defensive first team. So, the Eastern Conference landscape also is one of the reasons why many people feel like Orlando is ready to make that leap. The timing might actually be perfect. I mean, you got Boston retooling, Indiana's got questions, Milwaukee's aging, the door's cracked open, and Orlando is knocking. If everything clicks, this is a 50-win team with second round, maybe even conference finals potential. I mean, the Magic are loaded with talent and potential. But this year isn't about development anymore. It's about proving they can win when it matters. And that's what makes them one of the most fascinating teams in the NBA this season. If you think the Magic are ready to shock the East, drop a fire emoji in the comments. And if you think they're still 1 year away, let's hear your take on that. Hit that like button, subscribe for more teams on the rise, and let's keep the basketball chill, but real.